tips for your relationships. 10 minutes. Okay, so last week we talked just a bit about having a better attitude, seeing our spouse in a different light, not playing the blame game. I mean, basically, we talked about having and we're in this together attitude, and we are. We're in this together. So, hopefully, from last week to this week, we're seeing ourselves a little differently. We're seeing our children differently. We're seeing our lives differently. I talked about how there are some folks who are just waiting to get a cot in a gymnasium somewhere or an abandoned building. There are people who are waiting to get a meal. You know, we ate up all our Corona snacks already. But honestly, it is time for us to really continue thinking and developing that we're in this together attitude. It's really the only thing that's going to carry us through and get us through this whole situation. So, I wanted to just kind of elaborate a little bit more on we're in this all together. Last week, I told you some stories about how we had all our cars repossessed in the same week. I don't know how that happened. I mean, of course, you know how it happens, but the same week, it was just amazing. We were just like, God, how can this be happening all in one week? One thing I learned during that difficult time was how to learn from my mistakes, how to learn from the difficult time. Sometimes you have no control over the things that happen. Difficult situations arise, financial struggles, difficulties. You get laid off your job. You lose income in certain ways that were unexpected. And yeah, sometimes you may lose some things. But not only did we look at that situation and say, is this the worst thing that could happen? Because for some folks, maybe it was the worst thing that could happen, but for us, it wasn't. One of the other ways that we looked at that is how can we work together to make this better? And we really had to like think about it. And like I said, what did we do? We went and we rented a car, you know, and I had teenage kids who were all driving at the time. They all had part-time jobs and had things going on in their lives. And we had to learn how to share. We had to learn how to organize and schedule. I mean, it was just so many things. And one of the things that we had to learn how to do, people, and it's something that's very difficult for others, is to ask for help. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to ask for help. And sometimes you have to reach out beyond yourself and beyond what you're comfortable with and the people that you're comfortable with and ask for help. You would be amazed at the number of people out there who are willing to help, who want to help, who are just waiting for an opportunity to help. So let's not get so closed up that we don't reach out and ask people for help. And the flip side of that is, guess what? You may be in a position where you can be the helper. You can be the person to assist and come alongside a person and help them through their difficult time. That just might be you. So, moving forward with this whole thing about how we can engage one another while we're home together, because we are home together. Yes, we are. Yes, one of the other things is learning how to take time outs. Yes, we should have an agreement that when one of us requests a timeout, hey, that we give it to them. So we could say, you know what? I need a timeout. I need some just me time in our bedroom. Can I just have an hour and a half, or some time in the bedroom just to read or to look at my favorite show or to write or do whatever it is that we need to do? Can I get a timeout? And there's nothing wrong with asking for a timeout. I mean, we are all in the house together. We all are sharing all of our Corona snacks and cooking lots of meals and doing things together. So why not ask for a simple time out? Nothing wrong with it. just need a timeout. Timeout doesn't mean that I don't love you, that I don't desire to be around you. Timeout doesn't mean that you're getting on my nerves. Not necessarily. But timeout just may simply mean that you just need a timeout. You just need some time to yourself. And everybody does need some time to yourself. So your timeout might look like a hot bubble bath, or like I said, it may look like reading a book or working on a project, or timeout even may look like catching up on some work that you've fallen behind in. So that's something that, we can do. One other thing too, I want you to do this. This is something our nation, let alone our cities and our states and our families, our homes, our personal homes, we've never experienced anything like this before. So guess what? We, in some cases, may not be making the right choices all the time. And no, I agree. It is perfectly fine to admit that we've made a mistake. So let's just kind of ease up off of ourselves and do what? Make the right decision the next time. You're going to have another opportunity to make a better decision. So if you made a mistake, you blew it in one place or another, or you didn't purchase the right type of food, you didn't get enough toilet paper, or whatever the case may be, ease up on yourself and make the right choices, make a better decision the next time. Now, there's some things that I want you to do as a family. Yes, as a family, I want you to do these things, whoever you're with. Even if you're by yourself right now, I want you to do these things, okay? This is a difficult time, like I said. We're all in this together. There's not one person that is not experiencing a difficult time right now. And that really doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter how much money they have, or resources they have. This is a very difficult time for all people everywhere. But the one thing I want you to do, or one of the things I want you to do, is I want you to stay positive. Stay positive as much as you possibly can. Stay positive. And when you feel yourself moving into that negative frame of mind, that negative way of thinking, I want you to just stop it and change your way of thinking. Just talk to yourself and say, you know what? Hey, Kim, look, we are not going in that direction today. We are not going to be negative today. Nope, 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 not going to be negative. Number two, I want you to think outside the box. Get creative. Do something different. Yeah, right there in the house. Right there in the house. You know what? My daughter asked me about picking up some board games. And we had lots of board games at one time. I don't know what happened to them. But she said, Mom, can we pick up some board games? And I said, yeah, let's do that. So get some games, do some fun stuff, play some cards, learn how to play a game you've never played before. Get on the internet and print out some stuff. If you can't get to the store while you're, going for your essentials, if you can't get to the store and pick up a board game, then make one. Figure out something. Be creative. Do something fun and out of the box, okay? Okay? One thing I think I already talked about is I want you to learn from these difficult times. Really learn from them. Do some journaling at this time. Write down the things that you struggled with, the areas that you need to grow in, areas that you need to make more progress, or areas that you need to boost up your thankfulness. Okay? And that kind of rolls over into my last point. Be grateful, be thankful. Be aware that we are so blessed. Yes, there are people all around us who are going through very difficult times because maybe their family members have contracted coronavirus, and they need prayer. They need your positivity. They need you to pray for them and think about them and call them and just reach out to them. My daughter works in the healthcare industry, and she's going in every evening, out there on the front lines, and it's difficult as a mom to watch her get ready for work and head out. It's difficult. So all I can do is pray for her. All I can do is pray that God continues to cover her and take care of her just like everyone else. So look, let's be positive during these times. Let's be grateful during these times. Let's be creative during these times. Let's give ourselves a little credit during this time, back up off of ourselves, not be so hard on ourselves, and let's continue to develop that attitude that we're all in this together. No one is going through this alone. These are my 10-minute tips. God bless you and stay